Good morning, Culers. It is time to wake up and Barca, live Barcelona news. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about Getafe and Barcelona playing one of the most boring matches we've ever seen as Culers. We'll talk about the good, the bad, the Barca in today's episode. We're going to be talking about the must-ask man of the match as well. Who knows who it could be in, again, one of the most dull, boring, mind-numbingly slow matches I've ever seen. But we're still going to talk about it, folks. We'll go over a match review. We'll give out the good, the bad, the Barca. Like I said, the mustache man of the match. We'll have some good conversation while we have some caffeine. That's what we do here on Wake Up in Barca. And, of course, we're going to be talking about the rumors around a new Gavi contract. Apparently, there's going to be a meeting today at noon, Spanish time, whatever you want to call that. So, Gavi contract update, Getafe match review, all happening today on Wake Up and Barca. If this is your first time finding us, my friends, subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation as we do a little match review for Getafe and Barcelona. Go over all the Barcelona news, the headlines coming out of the camp now. We have a little bit of caffeine, and we have some good conversation while we start our day. So we do that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Undefeated channel during Wake Up in Barca. And then we are also live for all the Barcelona matches. I give the play-by-play commentary, the best play-by-play commentary you're going to see outside of Ray Hudson. Plus, again, you get to chat with Culers from around the world as we cheer on the Blaugrana. That's what we do here on this channel. We support the badge. We support each other. And again, in today's episode, it is a match review and analysis of Getafe's draw with Barcelona. Before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Good morning to you all. Let's go ahead and jump right into things with taking a look at the stats from Getafe versus Barcelona yesterday. Again, incredibly boring match. Look at the match recap is only 2 minutes long. That's how slow this match was. Barcelona with 5 shots total, not on target. 5 shots total and only 1 on target. I'll say that again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll restart my intro again. Every time, guys, every time. Reset the counter, stash mods. Back at 0. Anyway. Killed my momentum there. What I was going to say was Barcelona with 5 shots, only 1 on target. It's unacceptable when you have 72% possession and 861 passes. 861 passes. 1 shot on target, 72% possession. 1 shot on target, 72% possession, 861 passes. 861 passes, 72% possession, 1 shot on target. Do I need to repeat it anymore? It's just, you know what I'm saying? Incredibly frustrating. 5 corners for Barcelona. We were outshot by Getafe with 28% possession. How does that happen? Help me understand how a team with 72% possession gets 1 shot. How a team with 861 passes gets 1 shot on target. It's mind-blowing. I don't understand it. But it happened. 0-0 was the result, which means Barcelona secure second place. If we jump over and look at the La Liga table, Madrid, of course, are the crown champions. 12 points up, 1 match left. That will probably remain the score gap, or the points gap, I should say. Atletico Madrid drawing with Sevilla yesterday helped us out. We ended up not even needing the draw ourselves. Side note, Luis Suarez last match for Atletico Madrid. But Atletico on 68, Sevilla on 67, Betis on 64. They've got a chance to sneak up in that Champions League spot for their last match. We, of course, will be playing Villarreal on Sunday. Quick time change. That is now going to be a 10 p.m. kickoff in Barcelona. So just note that for yourselves. Anyway, If we look down at the results and what they meant for Getafe, that point was huge. Gives them 39, which means, yes, they could be caught on points if they lose. Cadiz and Mallorca could jump up to 39. But if you look at the goal differential, they're safe. They're okay. So that point for Getafe pretty much secures them. They're not all the way mathematically secure yet, but going into that last match, unless, like I said, that score differential changes dramatically, they're going to be okay. So that's a look at the match overview. Again, just incredibly dull, boring match. If you were here yesterday hanging out with us for the live commentary, we did our best. We had a good time. We had some good conversation. We had some laughs. We had the Stash Squad mod. No, what was it? The Stash Mod Quad. All 4 of the Stash mods showing up and hanging out. So we had a good time. We had lots of fun. But Barcelona was not enjoyable to watch by any means. So we will jump over and we will talk about the good, the bad, the Barca. We'll give out a mustache man of the match. That's all going to be happening here up next. But what I want to do first is turn to the chat, say my hellos, say my good mornings. It's a Monday, so we got to start off on a positive note here, my friends. So good morning to you all. Good morning, Stash Squad. Let me turn and get caught up on the chat here. Kudis, how we doing, sir? Am I good on the echo? Did I leave it on too long? I think I got it. You Stupid is in here with us. Hello, Felipe is with us. Chris, what's up, dude? Mike, hello. Ernest, good morning to you. Sem FCT, of course, is with us. Mark, what's up, dude? It says Betis can't go fourth. Is it because they lost? Let me look at the table again. Because it looked like they were only 3 points down, right? Yeah, they're only 3 points down. Same goal differential. Is it because Sevilla beat them in head-to-head? That might be the case. Results. That was Copa del Rey. Yeah, so in La Liga, Sevilla beat them twice. Good catch, my dude. Very good catch. So those results will hold. Betis don't have anything to play for. Womp, womp, womp. That's all right. Like I said, we still got the good, the bad, and the Barca to talk about. Kuda says, still waiting on Unimpressed Mustache John Award. It's coming. We're going to revamp the good, the bad, and the Barca. For next season, it's going to have a completely new layout. It's going to look totally different. And we will have something other than the Mustache Man of the Match award to give out for situations like this, where it was a slow, don't know if I said this yet, boring match against Getafe. So we'll get there. The Unimpressed Mustache John Award will be a thing next year. Absolutely. Mark says La Liga is head-to-head. I do appreciate that, sir. I'll say this again, and I'll say it time and time after. I'm not here to be right all the time. I'm not here to be first with the news. I'm here for the good conversation. So I love that I have a community that supports me in this conversation, making sure that you're fact-checking me, giving me some of the headlines, giving me suggestions for stuff on this channel. I do love it. I really appreciate this community. Felipe says, Mustache Man of the Match should be Langley for not botching it up. Is the bar that low? My goodness, all you got to do is not mess it up. The Right Truth, how we doing, sir? Says, what's all the signings we are getting? Anybody? So, Christensen from Chelsea, Kessié from Milan, those are confirmed. Fabrizio Romano even doubled down recently, saying that they're all but confirmed. They're Barcelona players. So we've got those 2 players coming in. Plus, it's looking more and more likely that we're going to get Lewandowski. I really thought that was just going to be rumors that Lewandowski was trying to strong-arm Bayern into giving him a better contract offer, a la a Wayne Rooney back in the day. But it's looking like we might get Lewandowski, guys. Don't look now, but we might get Lewandowski. It might happen. Pretty excited about it, actually. I didn't think I would be, but if we get Lewandowski and a center back outside of Christensen, I would like somebody else, whether it's Koulibaly, De Ligt. We're looking at Conde from Sevilla, but I don't know. I'd be skeptical. I would be skeptical. Anyway, Kuda says, felt like watching ECHL hockey at the Civic Center. Dude, the Wheeling Thunderbirds were never that boring, my dude. Never did it happen. All right. Wheeling Thunderbirds were lightning on ice, basically. No pun intended for the Tampa Bay team. But It was good times, dude. If it wasn't going to be goals, it was going to be fights. That's what I love about hockey. If there's no goals, at least there's going to be some fights. You got that going on for you. Anyway, Vincent, I apologize if I missed your comment, my good dude. Not trying to skip over anything, but asking any news on Musa Wage. Have not seen anything. I think he spent most of the season injured and isn't really being looked at by Xavi just yet. So he's probably going to spend another year down at Barcelona B. Kyle Cash, what's up, dude? Said, haven't seen them on NHL 22. Hey, next time I'm in Wheeling, speaking of, Kudos, we got to hang out and play some hockey. I know you got those seasons going. I'm going to get on those sticks. Side note. I'll message you on the telephone. I'll message you on there. Anyway. Boy, you stupid. How we doing, sir? Says, so far the best summer signing to me is Kessié. People are really sleeping on that signing. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to have a tremendous impact at Barcelona. I just don't think he's going to be starting regularly. Busquets, Pedri, De Jong, Gavi, Nico, Kessié. I think that's going to be the order of who gets playing time. But I think Kessié is going to kind of leapfrog sometimes. There's going to be illness, injury, suspension. There's going to be La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Champions League. Let's go. Football to play for next season. So if you look at what happened this year, towards the end, these last few matches, we're putting Ricky Puig in the midfield. We're putting an inverted Dani Alves in the midfield because illness, injury, suspension. So for those of you, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, for those of you that are like, oh, we just need Busquets and Pedri and Nico, or we just need Gavi and Nico and Pedri, or we just need these three midfielders and then everybody else can go because they're terrible. You're wrong. You're just wrong. We need a solid six midfielders for us to get through a full season campaign with those tournaments added on. We were barely able to make it through with just La Liga to play for in the spring. Yeah, we had a couple Europa League matches, but we got knocked out of that pretty early. So just saying, my dude, that we need all these midfielders. Kessié, I think, will be a good signing, but I think his time will come off the bench 70 minutes or later, and will come in the form of Copa del Rey and some lesser La Liga matches. Kessié is not going to be starting for us regularly, is the point I'm trying to make, but he'll still have a tremendous impact. Just saying. Good question, though. Good question. Greg, how we doing, sir? Says, kind of a morbid question. But do you think it'll be easier to sign Mine Raiola signings now that he's no longer with us? That's a good question. Listen, he was, from all the reports, a very player-focused agent, and he got players paid. So if you're focused on what's best for the club, I'm sure you didn't like that. But if you're focused on what's best for the player, very much so. Who knows? It depends on where these players land. I don't know enough about what agents they're going to go with. Maybe they end up going with a Mino understudy who carries that torch. I have no idea, to be honest. So I don't think there'll be any significant salary decreases just because he has passed, unfortunately. R.I.P., by the way. R.I.P. What else we got? Chrissy says a good 11 wins a game. Good depth wins title. I think I'm missing the context on that one. Cash and Kudis talking about hockey still. We're gonna get some games in. It's gonna happen. You Stupid said, would love to see Barca sign Tukameni. He's one of the options, but I don't see a lot of rumors around that young man. Not a whole lot. But anyway, folks, I digress a little bit. We're getting a little bit further away from the match overview. So let's go ahead and bring things back in. Again, we just finished discussing the stats is the word. My goodness. Focus, John, focus. We just finished talking about the stats. Had to highlight the only one shot on target despite tremendous possession, overwhelming possession, and over 850 passes. Absolutely insane. So with that said, we are still going to jump over and do a good, bad, and Barca. If this is your first time seeing this segment, what we do is we talk about what was good, what was bad. That's pretty straightforward. We give an official acknowledgement to a player, a person, a thing, and then we go over to Barca. That's going to be something that was true to the Barcelona DNA, something that is very much part of the identity of Barcelona. It represents the badge and the club. Then, of course, we give the mustache man of the match. That could be in alignment with the broadcast man of the match. Sometimes I take a hard left, give you guys a curveball for the mustache man of the match. It happens. You never know what you're going to see here. But we'll talk about the good, the bad, the Barca, the mustache man of the match for Getafe Barcelona 0-0. Let's start with the good, my friends. There wasn't a lot. There really wasn't a lot. I had to kind of search for it. But what I will say, what was good about this match is the fact that Balde got not only some playing time, but a start. He's been on Barcelona B. He got a little whiff of first-team football early in the season, but then through an injury, dropped back down to Barcelona B. Jordi Alba, of course, is pretty much undroppable for the first team. So there's not a lot of wiggle room for playing time regardless. But injury, not stepping up and performing in the way that Xavi wants to see means that Balde was not getting the playing time. But he comes back from injury. He gets himself match fit. All of a sudden, Jordi Alba is suspended. Balde steps up, ready for the opportunity. Not a tremendous match. He didn't have, a Jordi Alba type performance, but he played well. It was good enough, and it was good to see him get on the pitch and get that playing time. So the good box goes to Balde just for getting some playing time. Well done, sir. Moving on to then what was bad about the match. There was a lot. There was a lot bad about the match, folks. So I can't even pick on any one individual player. I just got to say, overall, it was a snooze fest. An absolute snooze fest. Just terrible match to watch. Like I said, we had good conversation here during the live stream. We had a good time hanging out with each other. The Stash Squad was all here. But the performance on the pitch across the front three, Memphis was maybe the best of Memphis, Aubameyang, Torres. Torres gave us a stinker of a match, an absolute stinker. The midfield, Gavi was non-existent. Riqui Puig was trying his best, but I think we're all seeing the limitations of Riqui Puig now. Those high expectations of potential are starting to cool down a bit. Busquets was Busquets. Didn't have a lot around him in the midfield, though. A patchwork back four. Balde, Lenglet, Mingueza, Dani Alves doing their best, but Danny's limited with his pace. Balde's limited with his experience. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. That was the first time that starting 11 had played together. Not a lot to play for. The chemistry, the commitment just wasn't there. It was an incredibly boring match to watch. So what was bad was the fact that we had to sit there and watch it. It was just not exciting football, and it's not what you want to see from Barcelona. So for that, collectively, everybody for Barcelona, including Xavi, get in the box. Okay. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. We're going to talk about what was Barca. We're going to try to turn a positive leaf now. All right. We got that out of the way. We talked about what was bad. Now let's talk about what was Barca about this match, which was absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Represented Barcelona in a positive way. Represented the Blaugrana. Represented tiki-taka football. There was none of that. 5 shots, 1 on target with I don't even want to say it again. 861 passes, over 70% possession, and we can't do anything in front of goal. The one shot that we had on target was a Ferran Torres loop, little cupcake shot to the keeper. He could have caught it with his feet. He didn't even need to make a save with his hands. That was that easy of a shot. Okay, so there was nothing Barcelona about this match. It was incredibly disappointing. I am hoping, fingers crossed, that we get our heads right, that we get a couple players back from suspension, back from injury for our last match, and we play the Barcelona way in our last match against Villarreal, that we play with that style, with that flair that made me fall in love with this club. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I tune in every week. It's not for the trophies, okay? Those come as a byproduct of the way that we play the game, the style of football. That's why I love this club. So I don't care who we're playing, what's at stake. I want to see the beautiful game played, and that's what Barcelona gives to me. So I didn't see any of that against Getafe, so I can't even give a Barca box for this one. We're going double negative for the first time ever, but there is no Barca box for this match against Getafe. That gets us to the mustache man of the match after that burp. And actually, let me do this. That gets us to the mustache man of the match award. Again, boring match. Nothing going offensively. So that made me look. Midfield, was there anybody? No. Busquets doing Busquets things. You could shout him out, but you know what? Who needs some recognition for a performance yesterday that I could give a little shout out to? And that had me again looking at the defense. Balde played well, but first performance back, you could have thrown him in there, but he didn't do enough. And playing on the wing, he had an opportunity to maybe provide more. There's Langley in there. You could throw him a bone. Dani Alves, no, I wanted more from him, particularly with the crosses. Nothing going on. So that leaves me with my doppelganger, Mingueza. Oscar Mingueza, mustache man of the match. First time getting a start. First time playing center back in I don't know how long. I think most of you out there probably forgot that Oscar Mingueza is not a right back. He's a center back. And he's a center back who can pass. Let me tell you that. I think he had 140 something passes yesterday. 140 out of the 861 passes. So in a match where there's not really a lot going on in front of him, a match where he has to be sound and consistent defensively, he stepped up. He did what he needed to do. Answered the call. Came in with that undefeated mentality. He said, I don't care about the reports of Xavi losing faith in me. I don't care about not having playing time since Xavi came and took over for Ronald Koeman. I don't care about any of that. I'm here for the club. When they call me and they need me, I'm going to step up. So thank you, Oscar Mingueza, for a solid performance, good on the ball, good at shutting down the counterattacks from Getafe, kept a clean sheet, a rare clean sheet. So shout out to the other defenders, Balde, Langley, Dani Alves, as well as Ter Stegen. But there wasn't a lot to be tested in front of goal. Part of that is because Oscar Mingueza had I was gonna give a little hyperbole adjectives there. Don't need to. He had a solid performance. We'll leave it at that. He had a solid performance, so he gets the mustache man of the match. That's where we'll pause. We'll turn to the chat. I want to get your thoughts. And if you're watching this on replay, let me know down in the comments. Who would be your good, bad Barca mustache man of the match awards? Let me know down in the comments. I always read those. I love to reply, keep the conversation going. But for now, let's turn to the chat. What do we think, folks? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What's your reaction? Kyle says, I like the offense in the beginning, but man, what a letdown. I agree. Kuda says, can't imagine watching that alone. Would have fallen asleep. Amen to that. You Stupid says, best believe Torres isn't going to be dropped. Nah. Our front three is going to be Ansu, Torres, and whatever striker we bring in. It's Lewandowski or somebody else. That's what we're going for. But Ansu and Torres are the Barca wingers of the future. Winston says, best part of the match is when they blew the final whistle because the game was over. Yikes. Zing. All right, Kyle Cash, you got to get out of here. Have fun, buddy. Enjoy that class. We'll catch up with you later. Greg says, for the kind of money we've paid for him, Torres' inconsistency is a big worry. I think so too, but here's the thing. He just came in January, you guys. You got to keep that in mind. I always give players, honestly, when you go to a big European club in a new league, I give players a year before they're fully settled in. That first year at a new club in a new league can be pretty rocky. It can be rough. So give him some time. He's only been here since January. I think this is going to be a nice long summer. Get a little break, come back, get a full training camp with Xavi. I think that'll be good. Excuse me. Sem says, I feel like we will be better the last match because this match, both teams only needed a point. Very good to point out there. Yeah, both teams only needed a draw on that one. I think that did lead to some boring football, some very boring football. Flash, how we doing, sir? Welcome to the party. Mike says, yeah, he saved both of our butts. I think you're talking about Mingueza there. And he played his position, and he played better than everyone else. YouTuber says, you can have that one, John, but would anybody trademark our making the CL over being in the final right now? I don't understand that question. Maybe I missed something. Sorry. Oh, you stupid. Shoot, I watch not only for the beautiful game, I watch because we win trophies, and we want our team to win trophies. What the heck? Yeah, I want us to win trophies, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm not enjoying this because we're not playing for a trophy. Or once all the trophies are no longer available, we're not competing for any trophies. Oh, I'm going to stop watching Barcelona now for the rest of the season. I know there's people out there that are like that. As soon as Barcelona lost Champions League, out of Copa del Rey, and Real Madrid were crowned champions, they went, well, season's over. I have no reason to watch. That's not me. I watch because I love what they do on the pitch. It excites me. It gives me passion. It gives me chills. It makes me feel alive. That's why I watch Barcelona. It can be a friendly match under the right conditions, but the passion has to be there. The Barcelona mentality has to be there. It's not just the kits on the pitch that excites me. It's the Barcelona football that comes with it. And then when that's in full effect, when we're seeing Barcelona football played the right way, then trophies come. And yes, that's very exciting as well. I love trophies. I'm not anti-winning trophies. But I'm saying I'm not just going to run for the hills, turn off the TV when there's no more trophies to be won. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, looks like I get an agreement that Mingueza should be the mustache man of the match. So happy to see that. Glad people are showing some respect for Mingueza. Felipe is right there with me, says, I watch because I love my Barca team. Absolutely. The good, the bad, the Barca. It's not just a segment on this show. It's my mentality for the club. I'm always there, always going to support them. Not going anywhere, my friends. Not going anywhere. Actually, I am. I'm going to get out of here and start my day. Metaphorically speaking, figuratively speaking, not going anywhere in terms of my support for the club. I love this club. I love the Blaugrana. Mwah. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to start my day. It is Monday, which means we've got an episode coming up on Wednesday. Who knows what we'll talk about? I know we didn't even get to the Gavi contract today. Just real quick, since I did promise it. This is from El Partidado del Cope, big news outlet, followed by all the important ones, yada, 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 credentials and validation, blah, blah, blah. Says, informa Helena Condes, a mediodía está prevista una reunión entre Iván de la Peña y Mateo Almani por Gavi. Se espera que sea la definitiva para su renovación con el FC Barcelona. El club lo considera this is killing me, prioritario y él siempre ha querido quedarse. Nailed it. I'm so fluid in Spanish. You guys got that. What they're saying here is that Gavi is set to renew or have a contract negotiation today in the afternoon. Stumbled through that one. It is what it is. I don't really speak Spanish. Un poco. Hablo un poco español, pero muy mal. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. It's coffee. Hey, I'm glad you made it, buddy. Good to see you. Frezzy as well. Anybody else just jumping in? Again, it's great to start my day with you all. I'm happy you made it. I am going to get out here and get out and start my day. That's what I'm going to do. All right. I had a wonderful time start my day with you here on the Undefeated channel. Again, if you're just finding us for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Come hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll be live again Wednesday, 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Before you go, folks, drop a like. It really does help out the algorithm. Why is that word so hard to say? It really does help out the algorithm. There we go. If you hit that like button before you go, show your support for the channel. Easiest way to do it. Hit that like button, and my friends, I will see you on Wednesday for Wake Up and Barca. It was great starting my day with you, and I'll catch you next time, my friends. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.